My guitar pedal lineup changes from song to song, but this is the current lineup. 2 guitars go into the one Fender AB splitter, which then goes out to 1 signal to the K-Line Crazy Cactus 2-stage overdrive, which is cost $45. Then into my Ibanez tube screamer, which costs about $110. Then into currently my most expensive pedal, which is the J Rocket Lemonade preamp, which was just south of $200. Then into my Joyo American Fender amp simulator, which costs just short of $40. I have several of these. And then into the Deadbeat Void reverb, which cost me somewhere around $50. It's delay pedal. The Deadbeat delay just died, which I'll talk about later. And then into the Behringer Ultra Chorus, which has stereo output and cost about $29. My always on pedals are currently the J Rocket Lemonade, the Joyo American, the Deadbeat Void reverb, and then I will add the Ultra Chorus when I want more shimmer. I'll add the Tube Screamer and or the K-Line Crazy Cactus 2-stage as needed. And I'm going to talk about these other pedals that I toggle in and out in a second. How's it? It's mid-July 2022. I have a new philosophy regarding guitar pedals. I recently had several guitar pedals crap out on me. I have extremely bad luck with guitar pedals for some reason. I am blessed to live 4 doors down from the beach on Oahu, which I'm very humbled and appreciative of. At first I thought all the salt air and humidity was the reason I have such bad luck with pedals, but as you can see behind me, my guitars are always out, plugged in and ready to go. I've had no problems with their electronics or any of the other electronics, so I just think I have bad mojo when it comes to guitar pedals. So my latest casualties are several delay pedals. The Deadbeat delay that cost me about $60. Hardly my most expensive pedal, but hardly my cheapest. And the Chinese-made time-space echo delay, which I really liked. Then I made a cover of I Ran by a Flock of Seagulls. I didn't have a delay, so I just stacked my reverb and chorus pedals, which I'll talk about in a minute. Let's talk pedal boards for a minute. So currently in 2022, post-COVID, I am recording weekly music videos and primarily playing all the parts myself. So I have my pedals lined up chest high, and as I said, I'm changing the lineup pretty much every song, depending on what tones I'm looking for, what sounds I'm trying to achieve, because I can then just push them and tweak them and that kind of thing, without having to bend down and on a pedal board and plug, unplug, and tweak and get a head rush and fall over possibly. But for people who want pedal boards, I have several thoughts. Okay, so number one about your pedal board is don't make the mistake I did, which is thinking I need to buy the biggest pedal board I can afford in order to put the most pedals on it, because that'll solve all my problems forever. Wrong. I recommend getting the smallest, least expensive pedal board for your purposes. So, line them all up, give yourself about an inch, get some right angle cables, get a good power source. I use MXR power bricks. That may not be possible initially. Start with a daisy chain, but the power bricks do eliminate hiss and hum, and eventually you're gonna want those. But get the pedal board that fits your needs. This is an off-brand Donner. They used to cost 25 bucks. They're 60 bucks now. Here's another Joyo American delay pedal and a power brick. This is, designed as a grab and go pedal board. Slightly bigger. I'm not even sure what's in here. Okay, I've got my I've got a couple looper stations, EQ, PC Electronics tuner, and some pedal boosters, which I also recommend, because you can extend your board, you can add angles. I have the pedal train boosters. I have several of those. What's next? Oh, I'm not even sure what model this is. This is kind of my, it's pedal train. It's got the butterfly latches. This is a pro situation here. Let's see what's in here, if anything. The pedal train Novo 18, excuse me, angled. This is a nice pedal board. The case is super nice. We're not even done. Not even done. Okay, this is my cautionary tale. This is what not to get. This thing is at least 4 feet wide. Way too much pedal board. Do not do this. I literally have tripped over this thing more times than I can count. It's been retired. Okay, it's got power, it's got zip ties, don't do this. Don't do this. What was I thinking? Pedal Train Pro at the time. They rebranded all the models and sizes, but yeah, don't do this. It's been sitting in my attic for years, and I feel guilty about trying to sell it to somebody else. So If you're going to go the pedal board route for the first time, lay out all your pedals, get right angle cables. If you got to start with the daisy chain, I get it, but give yourself an inch, measure everything out, realistically decide how much space you need with, a couple of pedals here and there to grow. But if you're like me, you're gonna swap them out, depending on what makes sense, but you want to get the one that realistically makes sense. For me, this is what makes sense right now, but even that's a little big and bulky. But my main message is, for me, having 5 or 6 pedals just doesn't work because they die on me. So my new thing is stacking the overdrives, stacking the reverbs, and stacking the delays, because when they crap out, and they always do for me, I swap them out. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I haven't seen any videos like this about stacking multiple types of pedals and, just giving them a Viking funeral when they die and buying another cheapo. So this is the new replacement that I've just ordered. This one's dead. I've just ordered a replacement for 29 bucks. These Behringer graphic EQs, hard to beat, because you look at all 7-band EQ. I talked about the weakness of single coil strats on my PRS Silver Sky SE on the last video. This is a great way to boost the volume, boost the frequencies. Cannot go wrong. Definitely check out this is the Chinese A-Moon knockoff of the Joyo Fender amp sim, the Joyo amp sim. I have 2 or 3 of those. I have 2 or 3 of these. These are worth their weight, 30 bucks or so. I'm not a big fan of the minis, but again, I've stacked those. So if you're gonna go cheap like me, this is what I recommend. Like I said, I've had Strymons, $500 Strymons crap out. I've had several $200+ pedals crap out on me, and I'm fine with that. This is my new course for at least the rest of 2022. We'll see what else comes out, but hope that's helpful. Aloha.